How does the leg feel?
I mean, we got some pretty savvy players out there, so they make the game a lot easier for me. So I'm just trying to do the same thing. It's a very well coached team in the Spurs, so we know we got to be ready to go.
Andre, was this a statement game?
Well, I mean, when you're in the playoffs, every game is. Not to anybody in particular, but just to yourself. You got to be focused. You got to stay locked in. You got to make sure you know the scout report, the matchups, the small details that go into this thing. So I think it's good to be here, but now you got to be consistently focused, which is a lot easier said.
It's a term that's been used all week, maybe even beyond. Did you guys flip this switch that everybody talks about?
I don't know. I just think we have a lot of experience. In the playoffs or, games against, teams like the Spurs who they bring the best out of everybody because, they make you stay locked in. So, we got to continue to try to do that. They're going to make some adjustments because they are that well coached, and we got to be ready.
Andre, when did they tell you you're going to get the start today?
Like 30 minutes before the game.
What was your reaction when you heard it?
Same as usual. Just, be ready to go. Like I've been saying this since Steve's gotten here, we're on the same page from a basketball standpoint. We were taught the same principles, from our college years. So I know what to be ready for and I know what to prepare for. So, just being ready for whatever when the day came.
That focus you talked about, was that about the best you've seen from you guys over this past month, given the circumstances?
Yeah, well, it's a little different. It's very hard to have that thrust or have that mental capacity when the games are meaningless and then you have that many injuries. But I felt like we played with some toughness when we were really down. When we had Clay, KD, Draymond, and Steph out, we did some decent things. So, and then you just had those last 8-9 games that really tough on the brain. So it's good to be here. But like I said, you got to be consistent with it and continue to stay focused.
How big of a boost was JaVale tonight for you guys?
He set the tone early. It was really good for us. Each game, you don't want to give up a second or a minute or a half or a quarter or a game. And he had that approach tonight. And, now it's just continue to do it, over and over and over again, which becomes really hard.
What did you think of Quinn's role? He went to the bench, but he still had a pretty good game.
Yeah, well, he's a gamer. I think the larger the stakes, the more he looks forward to that experience, just being out there, and he's going to make the most of it. And he's shown what he's about this whole season. So he's anxious to get back out there again and continue to prove himself.
Coach Kerr said he started you to put his best defensive lineup on the floor. How would you assess the defense tonight?
Defense is pretty good. We took away, some things that teams have been exploiting against us the last, 2 weeks. And I think it was good for us to go through the little rough patches because we saw some things that worked and that didn't work and the teams would try to take advantage of. So kind of knocked that out with the lineup change.